Hi everyone, thanks for joining. So right now we're going to use the Hyaluron pen to do my nasolabial lines right here. The first thing to do is to make sure, you're all set up. You want to make sure you're taking any makeup off in that area. You want it to be really, really clean. So I'm going to do this with a few cotton swabs right now. Also want to make sure your hands are really clean. I washed my hands before this. I do have gloves, but it does kind of get in the way and makes it more difficult. So today I'm using this Hyafilia Petite. Since I started filming, there's been some changes with the company Hyafilia. They have changed their name to Celltermi Gel. Petite is the lowest viscosity, which means it won't have lumps. If you're looking for volume, you want to use maybe the classic or the deep. Because we're doing here, we want to make sure we're doing petite so that we don't get unsightly lumps in that area.
In this video, I will not show you how to set up the pens, so please reference my video, Hyaluron Pen Setup Tutorial, for easy to follow setup steps and tips.
So every time after I pressurize it, I'm going to turn it 0.01. So it's basically like one time clockwise. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to do a practice shot. And it just shot out a little baby bit. Again, same thing. Pressurize. Turn it one time. And then you just inject it. So you want to line it up with where the crease is. And you also don't want to do it right in there. There's a lot of veins in that area. And so you want to kind of go a little bit underneath it. And then you always want to point 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3. It's best that you don't jump like I just did. The noise kind of like scares me, but don't jump. And after you do it, you want to kind of like hold it in place and kind of move it around a little bit for a couple seconds before you take it off. There's no blood or anything. Sometimes I even doubt that it goes in when I don't see any blood, but okay, so that was one. Gonna pressurize it again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That was better. It wasn't jolting around or anything. Pull it off. Okay. Pressurize. 0.01. See, there's a lot of liquid coming out, which I don't know. I guess it's normal to have some, but it almost makes me feel like it's not working. So again, pressurize, 0.01. Again, more loss liquid that I saw, but what can you do? I'm gonna just rub it out. So same thing. This side is actually worse than this side, so I don't think I'll need too much. Okay. I'm getting better, not so jumpy anymore. That first one's kind of scary. Okay. See the product gloss? I'm telling you guys, this like doesn't hurt at all. So you don't want to use an ice pack with this because it's so close to the surface, it actually might harden the hyaluronic acid. You're much better off using a hot compress. If you're injecting this with a syringe, then you can do an ice pack. That was one of the tips I got from the Hyaluron Facebook page that I'm a part of. I get really good tips from it. You guys should definitely join if you're gonna plan to do this or you want to just learn more about it. I'm gonna try doing a little bit in this area. And I put some pressure on it because I want it to kind of like spread around. Do a little at the corner right there. I like going very conservative because I'm kind of a scaredy cat. And I'm new at this. Do a couple more. I'm not getting any blood marks, which I don't know if that's good or not. It might mean it's not going in. See, product. Since this is petite, I don't know that that's the best thing to use in this area, but I have more left in my pen and I don't want it to go to waste. Bleeding a little bit. All right, guys. Well, we finished this. 0.25 ml we did in total just now. And that was combined with both of these and both of these. So we did not put very much in. One of these is 1 ml and this is 0.3 ml. So a little over 3 of these you could get for one of these. Once you're done with this, you want to discard it, throw it away. You do not want to reuse these. This will be good for about a week. You don't want to refrigerate it. Or if you refrigerate it, then it will change the consistency of the serum. You don't want that. That is my treatment for today. I will let you guys see what it looks like in the next couple days as it's healing up. Hi everyone. So it's been about 5 days since I did the Hyaluron pen treatment. This is where we're at as far as the effects. I still have a little bit of an indentation here I would like to work on, and here as well. As far as the nasolabial folds, this one is looking really good. This one I think could actually use a few more. It's actually bleeding, which is, I don't know, maybe a good sign. If you get a spot that like is a little bit bleeding, just hold pressure to it. It will reduce the blood and also will reduce the chance of a bruise. So a strategy that I like doing is pushing really hard in an area and then letting go, and then you can see where the ampule leaves the lines at, and then you could approximate if you did a shot in that place where the shot would go. Because it's kind of sometimes hard to gauge where exactly this is going to shoot, but I find that that is a good trick to figure that out. As you can see, there's quite a bit of damage done. It looks like I did a lot of disbursements, but I was using 0.01 every time, which is a very itty bitty bit of liquid. It means that everything I put in my face was about 0.4, so less than half a syringe. It actually wasn't that much, even though it looked like a lot. And I'm gonna check back with you guys, and hopefully the results are pretty good. So thanks for joining. Hi guys, so it's actually been a month since I did the treatment with the Hyaluron pen, and I wanted to give you an update and give you my opinions on how it turned out. So when I did the treatment, I spent a lot of time on this side, right at the top, because I felt like it was more indented than this side. And I feel like the results are good. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a close-up. Pardon my flare-up, my bad skin right there. I will say that I think that the results are good, that the line is less pronounced, and that this area has plumped up. And actually comparing it to that area, this one is now looking worse than this one, which I did a little bit here, but not nearly as much over there. So I think the fact that this is looking better than that shows that, you know, it did work, because this one looked worse before. As far as my marionette lines, I'm gonna shut up for a minute so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, it is definitely not wonderful. I would say it's better than what it was before the treatment. It's definitely some shallow hollowness, you know, the little lines. So want to give you a little bit of information that I got, which is that people who use the Hyaluron pen and people who do it professionally do say that you need a few treatments, and that don't expect that after your treatment you will get optimal results, that it takes some building of the product in order for, you know, a good end result. So what I was told was about a month after your first treatment which is about now, is when you should touch up, and then keep touching up as needed about 3 to 4 weeks after that until your desired results are reached, and then you can touch up less and less and less, and the retention will be better. Other thing is I did use a hyaluronic gel, which was for fine. So fine is like fine lines and wrinkles, like little lines like this and maybe lines like this. And so I used it here, which is definitely has a deeper crease. And so I'm thinking that I really needed more plumping volume, something like a medium volume or a classic opposed to a fine might have yielded better results. So that's another thing I'm gonna try, is doing a filler that has more plumping power to it. Just let you know, if you look in my links, I give you a link to the products I use, and also I have a nice discount code for you to use because saving money is always fun. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.